Happy Saturday, everybody. Efrain Caballero here, Legacy Agency, and I help you secure your forever home perfectly aligned with your lifestyle, budget, and vision. Today is episode 3 of the series Keys to the Game, and today we're going to go over one of the biggest questions in the real estate industry: FHA or conventional? Which loan option is best for me? Let's go again and get started and go over exactly what FHA and conventional loans are. And as a bonus kicker, I'm going to add in an Elevate DPA program that's only offered in-house with lenders that we use through Empower Mortgage and Orion Lending. Let's get started. FHA. FHA is more inclined for the first-time home buyer or those buyers who just need a little bit more flexibility when it comes to getting inside a home. Here's how it works, and here's why. With an FHA, the credit limits that are required to qualify start off on the lower end, typically starting at $580. Lower down payment starting at 3.5% down, so that's 3.5% down of the home value and the purchase price is typically what the buyer would require to qualify and get into that home. They are also more forgiving with past credit issues like late payments, repos, etc. But here is the trade-off when using the FHA. The FHA comes with what is called the PMI, which is a mortgage insurance. This usually stays on the loan until you refinance and you reach a 20% LTV on the loan, which is loan to value. Basically saying if you have a loan of $100,000, you can then refinance once you've hit somewhere around the ballpark of $20,000 paid off on that mortgage. Then you would refinance into a conventional, which will then remove the PMI on your payment. FHA is also a lot stricter with conditions of the property, which means when the appraiser gets the appraisal done, they're a little bit more nitpicky when it comes to passing the home in this condition. So if you're just trying to get into a home and you need a little bit more extra flexibility, your credit score isn't the best, you still have options. You can use the FHA. Moving along, we're going to discuss and cover the conventional loan option. This is inclined for buyers with a stronger profile. What I mean by that: buyers that have a higher credit score, the conventional credit score bottom basic requirement for credit starting at 620. The down payment starts off at 3%. So I know there's a misconception out there where people think that conventional, you need 20% down. You don't necessarily need 20% down. If the deal or the offer is structured properly, we can get in using the conventional loan starting at a 3% down. There is no PMI embedded in this loan option either. Here are the advantages of using the conventional loan. Typically speaking, when a seller sees an offer coming in with conventional loan, not saying that because you use FHA, you're not going to get accepted. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if there's an offer on the table and it's being compared to another offer, and one is FHA and one is conventional. The conventional typically looks a lot more appealing to that seller and that agent. It's better terms long term because there's no PMI, you're not paying in extra, so you're technically saving during the life of the loan. And it's more flexible on your income qualifications. So if you find yourself being qualified for a conventional loan, this can potentially be a power move for you. Now that we've gone over FHA and conventional, let's kind of discuss which one is better. Let's go over them a little bit. FHA, it's easier to get into, typically for first-time home buyers or those who need a little bit more flexibility getting in. Conventional, it's better for long term. For long term, no PMI, you won't have to refinance. The appraisal won't be as strict. And these are typically designed for buyers with a stronger profile up front. But here's the truth. What truly matters isn't what's best in comparison to one or the other. What truly matters is which one works best for you and your current situation and scenario. Now, since we're on the topic of financing, let me introduce you to a program that we have currently with our partners at Empower Mortgage and Orion Lending that's strictly offered through us in-house and our in-house lenders. It's called the Elevate Down Payment Assistance Program. Again, this is only offered through us. So let's go over again what we went over. We went over the FHA, we went over the conventional loan, we slightly discussed the USDA loan. I'll make a video on that later. And I also went over with you guys the Elevate DPA Down Payment Assistance Program that is only offered through us and our partners with M Mortgage and Orion Lending. So if you're thinking about buying and just don't know where to start, give me a call, give me a text, send me a DM, send me an email, send me a smoke signal, whatever you can to try and get a hold of me. I'll break down your numbers to show you exactly where you stand, what loan most benefits you, and what programs you qualify for and we can use in your favor. If you found this video helpful, follow me on IG. Also check out my YouTube, link is in my bio. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck questioning your way into home ownership. Move with the plan and apply the keys to the game. I'll be dropping a new key next Saturday. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate your time. Hope you guys have a great Saturday and a great rest of your weekend. Stay blessed.